Do you ever feel too outgoing to be a true introvert, but get way too exhausted to be a full-on extrovert? You find yourself torn between wanting to be invited to the party and wanting to stay home in your pajamas. We usually treat introvert and extrovert as a binary choice. Our culture pushes us to pick a side, as if we have to be one or the other to be understood. But the traditional framework of two extreme poles often fails to capture how fluid our social behaviors are. Most people inhabit the space between them. If your preferences change depending on your mood, you fall right in the middle. You are an ambivert. Identifying as an ambivert isn't about the label itself. It's about the ability to communicate your specific needs to the people you love, so you can recharge without the pressure to perform. When you view your social life through this lens, that feeling of being caught between two worlds stops looking like confusion. Instead, it becomes the first piece of evidence that your mind is built to navigate almost any social terrain. An ambivert's personality is a constant dance. You balance the introvert's focus on internal thoughts with the extrovert's need for external stimulation. This makes you a social chameleon. Someone who meets you with your tight-knit friends might assume you're a total extrovert, while a coworker might think you're naturally silent or reserved. Your environment dictates which side of you comes forward. When you feel safe and comfortable, you can lead the room. But in unfamiliar settings, you are perfectly content to be a quiet observer. At your peak, you genuinely love the energy of a crowd. You have no problem stepping into the spotlight when the mood strikes you. But eventually, the capacity for socializing hits a limit. Just like an introvert, your battery instantly drops into the red zone, requiring you to pull back into solitude to recover. Once that battery is full, however, you don't stay in hiding. You're right back out there, ready to connect again. These shifts aren't random mood swings. They are precise, adaptive responses to the people and places around you. Because your energy is a finite resource, you have very little patience for surface-level small talk. It feels like a ritual that consumes time without offering any real connection. Your soul lights up when you get past the surface. You crave deep conversations about dreams, fears, and the things that actually make people tick. This need for depth is why you fiercely protect a small, close circle of friends. You save your most vulnerable pieces for the select few you truly trust. Even though you have a strict inner fortress, you can still project incredible warmth and friendliness to everyone you meet. You might also experience social anxiety, but it's important to realize that anxiety is not a synonym for introversion. Overanalyzing a public interaction or ruminating on a conversation with a stranger is a universal human experience. It's not a personality trait. It's just a sign that you care about how you connect. For an ambivert, enjoyment is tied to people, not places. The specific energy of the people you are with completely engulfs the room, making a quiet night on the floor just as fun as a loud concert. By filtering your inner circle so strictly, you ensure that you're always surrounded by the kind of energy that lets you be yourself. Having a word for this experience helps clarify years of social inconsistency. It transforms what felt like a personality flaw into a clear, predictable pattern. Self-awareness gives you the permission to be outgoing today and silent tomorrow without feeling like you're being a hypocrite. When you can label your needs, you can communicate them clearly. You can tell a friend you need a day to recharge without any guilt, because you finally understand how your own battery works. This flexibility makes you an exceptionally balanced partner. You can empathize with the introvert's need for space and the extrovert's need for a crowd. Recognizing your place in the middle of the spectrum isn't about finding a new box to fit into. It's about realizing that your complex, shifting nature is exactly how you are supposed to be.